Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I would talk about the top 5 signature scent worthy fragrances in my collection. I have a lot. Most of my fragrances I think are signature scent worthy, right? It's just a fragrance that you feel happy wearing every day for all occasions, no matter the season. But I've noticed that there's definitely fragrances that I lean towards more for spring, and summer versus winter and fall. And there's only a handful that I have that kind of cross all 4 seasons. So let me go ahead and start with my first pick. It is a very common one that I think a lot of people would pick. And this is MFK's Baccarat Rouge 540. You can see the dent that I have in here. I wear it quite a bit. This is just the 70 ml. I actually have a backup 200 ml bottle that I will start using once this is used up. So this is a really beautiful, airy, woody amber fragrance. There's saffron in it, ambergris, jasmine, fir resin, and cedar. In the winter, well, I should say winter, in the cooler and cold months, I get more of the fir resin and cedar, and it just smells really fresh and woody. And it, to me, I've talked about it before, it really smells like Christmas time. And then when it's warmer outside, I do get a little more of the floral aspect, a little more of the jasmine. I think I might pick up on a little more of the saffron. It's definitely sweeter in the warmer months than it is in the winter months, but I have found that 365 days out of the year, no matter the temperature, the humidity, whatever it is, I'm perfectly happy wearing this. It never gets too cloying. It never gets lost in the cold. This is just a perfect signature scent. I can wear it absolutely anywhere, anytime, and I never get tired of wearing it. The next one I have is Pure Poison by Dior. This is one I've talked about quite a bit on my channel. This is a white floral citrus and woody scent. There is, I believe, jasmine, maybe some gardenia, orange blossom, but not like a sickly sweet orange blossom. At least not to my nose. I don't find this to be screechy. There is some nice fresh citruses in the opening. And then in the base, there's sandalwood, there's white amber, there's cedar and white musk. And this makes this fragrance just a little bit soapy, not too soapy to me, but I guess I don't really mind soapy fragrances that much. But just fresh, clean, really beautiful, elegant, and then as it dries down more and more on the skin, a little bit sexy. This is one that I reach for when I don't know what I want to wear, but I just want to smell nice and not too bothersome. Really, really easy reach. It has good longevity, good performance. At least I haven't had any issues with it. And as you can see, the bottle is almost done. I was debating whether or not to get another bottle because I've added so many fragrances to my collection recently, but I've been reaching for it a lot this summer, and so I most likely, when I see it on sale, will pick up another bottle. But this is just a really great, easy reach, throw-on signature scent. I've worn it to the gym, I've worn it for errands, I've worn it out for brunch. It's perfect for any occasion, all seasons. The scent never changes to me. I don't find the performance differs from the cooler months to the warmer months on my skin. The next one I have is also from Dior. This is Gris Dior. This is the big 250 ml bottle in the limited edition houndstooth print. So this is very earthy in the opening. There are notes of, let me see here, I think there's patchouli, oak moss, and cedar and sandalwood, and then there's a little bit of bergamot that I definitely smell, but it's not a citrusy fragrance at all. And then there's rose, and the rose to me makes me think of a very bright red, like full bloom, dew covered rose petal. It's a very beautiful fragrance. When I first tried it, I was not convinced. I was not a fan of the scent, but I went through my sample because I was just really curious what everyone was kind of seeing in this fragrance. So I, just tried it in different circumstances, different weather, and then I just really fell in love with this fragrance. So again, the opening is very earthy, and that's what kind of threw me when I first got it. And so I really think it's that oak moss and patchouli. It's not dirty or anything like that. It just very earthy. It wasn't like this beautiful scent that people were describing to me. But as that settles down and the rose and the bergamot start coming through, it becomes this really feminine, delicate, gentle type of fragrance. And then the amber and the woody notes come in and it just really rounds it out. And this is a really perfect signature scent. You can wear this throughout all seasons. It doesn't bother me in the high heat. I can still smell it when it's cold outside. I've gotten multiple compliments on this one. It seems to be a really friendly scent profile, and it feels, pretty and easy enough to reach for everyday wear. Like you could wear this to the gym if you wanted to, errands, brunch, lunch, dinner, but it also is elegant, classy enough to dress up a little bit and go out. It's just a perfect signature scent for anyone. Even though it smells a little more feminine to me, I'm sure this would actually smell really good on a man as well. I should get my boyfriend to try it on so I can see how it smells on him. But it's just a really beautiful one, which is why I went for the full-size bottle or this large bottle. There are smaller ones. You can get a bottle that's, I believe, like 1.35 or 1.25 ounces or something like that, which is definitely a more affordable price point, but I knew I would go through that, so it made sense for me to get the big 250 ml. But there's 3 or 4 sizes. There's one even bigger than this. There's one in between the 1 ounce in this one, but this is the one that to me made sense to my wallet. Okay, the next scent, which if you've watched a lot of my videos, will be no surprise, is Kayali's Deja Vu White Flower. This is a new bottle. I finally went through my first 50 ml and I had this backed up with ready and waiting to go. This is one of my favorite fragrances in my collection. This is a white floral, so you definitely have to like white florals to appreciate this, but I don't find it to be too overpowering or screechy at all. I find it to be very smooth. It has notes of pear and nectarine in the opening, so it has this beautiful, fruity, juicy, but not overly gourmand and not too youthful either. And then in the base there's Tahitian vanilla, there's patchouli, there's cashmere wood, and there's sandalwood. I find this to be an incredibly intoxicating fragrance. When I spritz it on, I cannot stop smelling myself. Last year, I tried wearing this during the summer, and I didn't enjoy it that much. I think the white florals did kind of come through a little too hard. But what I've discovered for this summer is it doesn't bother me as much as it did last summer. I'm not sure if that's because that bottle was, a little older and had started to age and macerate and kind of mellowed out, or if it's because I started layering it with Eden Juicy Apple and also Cassili's from Parfum de Marly. It brings out this kind of brighter, fruitier kind of quality to the fragrance. They layer really well, and so I have been wearing this now year round, and you can see I just opened up a new bottle and I already have it. Sorry, my video cut out. I already have a dent going in this one, and I can see myself repurchasing this over and over and over again. I love this fragrance. Let me shift these over so we can see them all. And then the fifth one I have is also from MFK, and this is Féminin Pluriel. This is the big 200 ml bottle. I got the little sample spray from Scentbox and blew through that so quickly. I knew, economically speaking, the largest bottle was the way to go, and I'm glad I did, because I just found out that Lily of the Valley was banned in the UK. So they have pulled this fragrance and I think they're reformulating it without it. I know there's bottles out. I'm keeping my eyes open for a sample so I can compare the new version to this original one. I'm hoping they won't be too different, but they did change the color of the juice and the beautiful rose gold cap, which kind of sucks. But as long as the juice smells pretty similar, I'll be happy that it's still on the market. So this is also got white florals, has some violet. It's a powdery fragrance. This is a chypre floral fragrance. I didn't think it would be for me because I didn't think I liked florals, but apparently florals are my bag. This has notes of iris, rose, violet. This version has lily of the valley. There's vetiver, Indonesian patchouli, orange blossom, and jasmine. So to me, this, it's weird. It smells very lush and it also smells a little bit dry, kind of like maybe like a rosé wine. It doesn't smell boozy. It doesn't smell like wine at all, but like when you smell a rosé wine and it just smells like juicy and fruity, but when you drink it, it's like maybe on the drier side. It's not as fruity and sweet as you were anticipating. That's kind of this fragrance smells like. When I smell it from the cap, it is just very lush. It just smells very vibrant. Sweet from the florals, but not like a gourmand sweet. Fresh, clean. It doesn't smell soapy to me. It smells soapy a little bit to my boyfriend, but he really likes it. Every time I wear this, he compliments me. But it's just really classy, really elegant. It's, I think, a very feminine type fragrance. I usually say whoever can wear whatever they want, and they can. But when I smell this, it really just makes me think of a woman. And this is one I never get tired of. I can't stop smelling myself when I put it on. It's absolutely gorgeous, and I have worn this so far in, I want to say, cooler spring weather up through summer. I don't think I've worn it in the winter yet, so I can't say for. Sorry about that. Got cut off again. Not sure where I left off. I was saying I'm not sure about this fragrance in the fall and winter time because I haven't tested it out yet in those conditions, but I feel pretty confident that it will be fine in the fall and winter. It's not like a light, breezy, airy kind of going to get lost in the cold type of fragrance. This is definitely present. It makes a statement. I think the longevity and projection and sillage is fantastic. And this is one that every time I've worn it around somebody has complimented this fragrance. It's a really easy reach for me and I love it. And I actually, once I heard it had been reformulated, got another backup of this big bottle. So at least, even if the new one is different, I'll have this formulation for a bit before I run out. And I also have one honorable mention. This is Valentino's Donna Born in Roma. This is the 50 ml bottle. As you can see, there is barely anything left in here. I wear it all the time. The reason why this didn't make the cut is because even though I've worn it a bit during the summer, it's just not one I enjoy reaching for as much in the summer, unless I know I'm going to be in a really, really cold setting. When it gets warm outside, my skin is already warm almost all the time. So when the summer hits and it's just warm everywhere I go, my skin is on fire all the time. It doesn't bother me, like I don't overheat, but it heats up fragrances quite a bit. And so there is a note in here, and I believe it's the pink pepper, that just decides to live its best life on my skin in the summertime, and I can find it a little bit screechy. I do mix it with other things to kind of combat that a little, but it's one that once spring is gone and the high heat of summer gets here, it's just not something I'm in the mood to reach for. So that's the only reason why I'm not counting this as a signature scent for me. I think depending on where you live, like if I lived somewhere else where our summers weren't so hot, this one 100% would be something I could wear year round because I want to wear it in the summer. I just can't because it bothers my nose. So these are the 5 that I would pick out of my collection. They're not even maybe the best smelling or my favorites out of my collection, but these are just the ones that I know year round, no matter what, if I need to smell good and reach for something for all occasions, these 5 right here, great options. And as you can see, I, have given them lots of love. And that's another stipulation for a signature scent, something that I want to reach for constantly. Okay, so here are my top 5 signature scents that I would pick from my collection. Like if someone took all of my fragrances away and told me I could only keep one, any of these 5 I would be happy with. That could get me through the year for all occasions, and I wouldn't get tired or sick of the scent ever, as far as I know for the amount of time that I've been wearing them. If you have any recommendations or would like to share what your favorite signature scents are, please leave that down in the comments below. Other than that, that's all I have for you. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will talk to you in the next one. Bye.